Welcome into ProBox TV, our weigh-in. That's right, for tomorrow night's fight here at the Silver Spurs Arena on ProBox TV. IBF title eliminator, not just that, but some of the biggest names in ProBox TV looking for that breakout performance. A night of exciting fights. Tickets still available as low as $40. Get them while they last. So let's start out in our main event of the evening. Like I said, an IBF title eliminator versus Lubin and Holmes Jr. First of the scale out of Flint, Michigan. Please welcome Bossman Holmes Jr. Record of 17-0, 6 wins by knockout. $154 on the dot for Bossman Holmes Jr. And his opponent, the local boy out of Kissimmee, Florida. Please welcome Erickson, the Hammer, Lubin. Outstanding record, 26-2, 18 wins by knockout.
Let's go, Ham.
$153.4 for Erickson, the Hammer, Lubin. Right in front here, guys. Right over here. Guys, face up right here. Whenever you're ready. Don't believe that.
Right, I know it. You're going right, guys. I'm there for it.
They settle the war of words tomorrow in our main event. Erickson, the Hammer, Lubin, and Bossman Holmes Jr.
Oh, it don't matter. He going to sleep.
There we go, gentlemen. Good stuff. Where's the camera? Where's the camera? Where's the camera? Where's the camera? Where's the camera?
Oh, he eat bread.
Get your tickets now. It's going to be an incredible main event IBF title eliminator.
That's a fact.
Welcome into ProBox TV, a huge fight here in Kissimmee, Florida. Tomorrow night, IBF title eliminator. We have our main event right here. Usually Jimmy Smith alongside the champs, Chris Algieri, Paulie Malignaggi, but now we have Erickson, Lubin, and Holmes ahead of their main event showdown. Paulie, it's a fight we've been talking about for a long time.
It is a fight we've been talking about a lot at stake here. You know, we're excited to have both of these guys here tonight, man. You know, Erickson came over, man. You know, let me ask you something. Maybe it's for both of you. Where does the urgency lie more on? On your shoulders or on your shoulders?
On both of us. We're in there fighting, and we gotta. We're both hungry. We're both trying to, you know, move on to another fight, a bigger level, a title match. You know, so I think the urgency is on both of us.
Chris, you talk about it a lot. You say amateurs were a long time ago, but someone's getting brought up over and over again in this fight.
Well, listen, it was 12 years ago from what I understand, so a long time. A lot has changed. Both these guys have done a lot in their professional careers at this point. Holmes, you mentioned that when we had our interview earlier today. You're like, man, that was 12 years ago. I'm a different guy. What is this version of you now dealing with this kind of stage against the likes of Erickson Lubin?
I was 3-4 fights in. You know, since then, I didn't stay amateur for like another 3 years. I got way more experience, you know, way more boxing knowledge. So it's going to be a different fight this time.
What I'm curious about, you talked about pressure, Paulie. I got to ask you, Erickson, that idea of getting back, not just getting back, but also looking devastating, do it. Are you the doing it? Are you the one that has to look flashy tomorrow night?
I don't gotta look flashy. I just gotta get the job done. You know, I'm here in front of my hometown. It's all cool, but that don't really do much for me. You know, it could be in Flint, it could be on Nickelodeon, it could be whatever. But I'm here. I'm happy to be in front of my hometown. You know, my people get to finally see me, the ones that never see me fight or the ones that never could make it out to the other states that I fight in. So it's actually, it's bittersweet for me. You know, I'm just going to stay focused, stay locked in, and handle business tomorrow night.
Ardriel, when you look at it, does being booed or being cheered, is it all the same to you, man? Love me, hate me, don't ignore me. Does it matter what the crowd does tomorrow night?
Not one bit. I'm ready to fight, man. I'm used to it. So you know, it is what it is, and I'm ready to bring that win home.
All right, Chris, I got to ask you tactically, when you look at these gentlemen, Erickson Lubin is strong, but Ardrell Holmes looking lean to that tall, rangy. How do you see
That's
this
the first
fight
thing I
going?
said when these guys actually weighed. I'm looking at the scale. Ardrell went on first, and I was like, oh, man, my boy's in shape here. Then I saw Erickson Lubin get on the scale, and I'm like, oh, snap, my other boy's in shape too. Okay, we got to fight. Now, you know, you guys got to understand, like, this is different. Does this feel as big as it does for you guys? Because I think it feels big. We don't do these weigh-ins here. You guys are obviously in great shape, ready to rock. So it's actually a question for both of y'all.
Man, yeah, it's huge, man. It's the hugest stage I've been on in my life. You know, the next stop is a world title, so this is everything for me. So I'm gonna treat it as such.
Erickson?
This is big for me. You know, like I said, I'm in my hometown. You know, a lot of people done wrote me off. A lot of people done doubted me. And I'm just happy to be back in the ring. I'm happy to be back in my hometown. This is my first main event in my hometown. And it's gonna be big, man. I'm looking to make a statement.
You expect
a big statement.
You expect the big support here tomorrow?
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Paulie, you always say you like a little spice in a fight. Chris, you always say everybody speaks beef. Everybody understands that, man. To see it settled tomorrow night, how does that feel? Paulie, from the outside, how does it feel?
Well, yeah, listen, when we first started talking about this fight, they had a little shoving match, but you know, things settled in, and they went to camp and whatnot. Listen, for Ardrell, it's the moment of his career. This is he's never been at this level, and he's one step away from accomplishing a dream. Erickson's got the same dream, but Erickson's been at this big stage. So I think the mindset may be a little bit different, but ultimately those mindsets have to meet in the ring tomorrow night. And you know, that's why we've been promoting this fight so much, and we really look forward to being able to see the clash come together.
Familiarity breeds contempt. It's an old story in boxing. The more you see somebody, the more you want to punch him in the face. I know working with these guys every day, I know exactly how it is. But
when you know you're going to fight him,
when you know you're going to fight him, it's so much more. When you look at this Erickson, this idea of putting this rivalry, this back and forth, this talk to bed, what does that mean to you?
I'm happy. I'm happy we get to finally settle it in the ring. To me, he's just, he's playing the scratch off right now. He's playing the lotto. You know what I mean? I'm doing business with the banks. I'm doing business with JP Morgan and them, and he's just playing the scratch off. So it's levels to this game. I think, he'll learn from this. That's what all I got to say. He'll learn from this. He'll come back from this. It's either going to make him or break him.
What's your thought about that? Ardrell Holmes will make you or break you tomorrow night.
I don't play anything, and this fight is going to make me. It's going to send me to the next level. So you've been here, quite a few times. This is my first time, and I'm going to make the most of it.
He ain't been here. I'm
That's
telling you
our
right now,
main
he ain't been here.
Ardrell Holmes,
He ain't been here.
Of
He ain't
course,
been here.
His 17-0 record on the line against Erickson Lubin, 26-2. It's our main event. Get your tickets now. Silver Spur Arena here in Kissimmee, Florida. Still some left. It's going to be a great main event. Don't miss it.
Sound like he's reading the script.